Sorry, Rhyce, just a few words on Todd Goldstein and what do you have to say about his career since you joined North?
Obviously watched Todd from afar for a very long time. He's been a fantastic servant to our footy club, and it's a really big moment for us as a club, and Todd to reach his 250th game. It's pretty huge. So I'm really looking forward to celebrating Todd and all he's achieved at our great club, and he's been a great servant, and hopefully the boys can really bring it home for him on the weekend, because it's such a special moment for him.
What did you speak to him about last year, Rhyce? Obviously there was that little period there where probably Geelong in particular and possibly some other clubs were really keen to get him across and bring him in, and he stuck around. What did you offer him that got him across the line, other than him just being loyal?
Well, there wasn't too much to it, Mark, to be honest. Todd's he's a North Melbourne man, and we spoke about it this morning at our team meeting, and how much he means to us as a footy club, and how much he means to the players, and he just provides us with absolutely everything. He's a team first player, and I think the conversation around last year, coming into this year and beyond, was just about him being that one club player, and I think he wants to do that, and he's certainly performing like he wants to, and he's been fantastic this year. I know we've struggled, but in terms of ruckman in the competition, I don't think there's anyone better than him at the moment, and not only in the ruck contest but around the ground, he's been phenomenal, and would be pretty disappointed if he didn't get the call up in the All-Australian squad.
Taylor Garner, Brady touched on him a little bit earlier. He's had a really tough couple of years. You'd be aware of that from your time at the club now. How happy are you to see him back, getting a chance in these last 2 rounds with him, especially being out of contract?
Yeah, look, I'm bloody wrapped for him. It's he had a really good pre-season, and he was looking sharp, and he came back from the COVID break in the best nick I've seen him, and I've only been here a couple of years, but by all reports it's the best nick he's been in, and then he at train and does his hammy, so it's just one of those innocuous calls, and you see it, and you just go, you can't believe it, and he's worked really hard to get back, and I'm really excited to see what he can do on the weekend, and I'm really proud of the way he's gone about it, because he's put in a lot of hard work, and it's been a really hard time for a lot of people up here in the hub, but to be injured and going through rehab, it magnifies that by a lot. So he's done a great job, and I'm really excited for him to get back out in an AFL field again.
We also heard from Brady that Jai is obviously good to go. There are some opinions out there, though, that if someone has a concussion, they should just automatically sit out the next week. What's your take on that, and how careful do you have to be with these sort of head knocks?
Yeah, I think in Jai's case, and for us at the club, we take these very seriously, and we understand the word around concussion, and how important it is that we get everything right, and we've done everything we possibly can to make the right call with Jai, and he's passed all his tests. He did another one this morning, and so he's good to go, and we're really happy with where we sit in terms of the protocols and the procedure we took. So that's all we can do, and I think the AFL have made it really clear that we've got to make sure we do everything right by the player.
What are some of your priorities these last games? Would scoring efficiency be one of those? It seems to have been a problem for most of the year.
Yeah, we haven't exactly hit the scoreboard the way we'd like. I think over the last couple of weeks we've made a few steps. Obviously the Gold Coast wasn't a fantastic game, but even last week we're really proud of the guys' efforts against the top team in the competition, and we made some gains there, and hopefully we make some more gains on the weekend. We get Garns back. Aidan Bonner will play as well, so we get a few bodies back that we think can really help us, and we're really confident in the way we play our footy, and hopefully the scoreboard takes care of itself on the back of some good footy.
Do you think the shorter quarters has impacted the quality of matches this year? And what's your take on shorter quarters next year? Is that something you want to remain in place?
Yeah, I've probably been 50-50 really. I heard a bit of what Clarko said surrounding that, but I thought the shorter quarters might have been good for the game. But looking back at the season and the way it panned out, I really liked the endurance necessary to get through the full quota of 120 minutes, and I think that provides another element for our game and allows the good players to shine at the right time. So, like, I've been a bit mixed, but all in all, I think going back to the traditional setup might be the way to go. I thought the season that has been completely different to what we've experienced ever before, and some of these changes were necessary, but I'd probably like it to go back to the way it was.